everybody, welcome to a new vlog from our channel Dreaming of Disney 24/7. It's been a while, so sorry, I'm a little bit nervous because this is not a Disney vlog. It's not a Disney and trip announcement, unfortunately, if only it was. So tomorrow, myself, my sisters Carly and Mez, aka short for Meredith if you're not sure, and my dad Ross, we are going to the Lake District to walk 13 miles, do a 13-mile trek to raise money for Alzheimer's Society. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's a sponsored walk. It's a charity that means a hell of a lot to us because in July 2021 my mum was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, which, you know, if anyone has had dealings with Alzheimer's, you know how devastating it is. Yeah, it's been horrible, you know. You know, I'm being quite honest here, and this is quite a big thing for me to talk about this so open and honestly, especially on camera, on the internet. You know, it's like, it's all very well talking to my friends and my family about it, but doing this openly, it's quite a big deal for me. So obviously when she was diagnosed, you know, things have progressively got worse because unfortunately it's a disease that you can't recover from. It just gets progressively worse and worse. So I'm not going to make this a depressive vlog, I do promise, so I just have to bear with me for the moment. Yeah, so obviously things got so bad that my mum in February had to go into a care home because she wasn't safe, my dad wasn't safe, okay, through no fault of her own. Obviously that's unfortunately the nature of the disease. So it was only going to be initially 2 weeks as a respite. It came as a bit of a shock to us because things had been happening. We had to call my dad had to call social services, you know, to ask for more help, and they basically said, oh, you know, how about 2 weeks respite in the care home, which I can't speak for the rest of my family, but for myself it was just like, it took the wind out of my sails. It was just like complete shock, because I know we always knew one day she'd have to go into a care home because it's just the way it was always going to have to go. But obviously I don't think I expected it just then. I don't think any of us did really. So even though it was only going to be for 2 weeks, I think my just mental health just hit rock bottom, and I think my mental health hasn't been great for quite some time. We've had a lot of things go on probably over the last 5 or 6 years which have always pushed to the back of my mind. I've not dealt with. I've kind of just kept going, but eventually there comes to a point where, you know, these things catch up with you. So, you know, I'm not going to sit and whinge about my life because, you know, my life isn't bad, far from it. But, you know, we all have, you know, not, you know, a lot of people don't have bad lives, but we all have things that we struggle with, and, you know, I'm only human, and, you know, it's part of life. So, you know, like I went through a really tough time not being able to have another baby. Obviously that was something that did really, it's taken me a long time to get over, and I'm finally at a place where I've made peace with it now. I know we're going to be a family of 3, and, you know, that's great. You know, Ollie is the best child. He's just incredible. I just always wanted to have a sibling for him. So, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, if like February 2020 we lost Rob's mum to cancer, which, you know, as you can well imagine, it was just a hideous time. So there's things I've not dealt with. I kind of went back to work very quickly because as the funeral happened and was finishing, lockdown kicked in, and I work in retail, so I had to go back to work really quickly. Rob's was a key worker as well, so I kind of never had time to, you know, grieve, I guess. I just kind of had to just get on with life. And I guess when you're the partner of someone who's lost their parent, you know, I don't know if anyone else has felt this, can relate to this, but I kind of put my feelings to the back because for me it was more about making sure Rob and Ollie were okay, and especially Ollie because, you know, he was 6 years old at the time and they were very close. And even now, even this week, he's been crying about her and stuff, and, like, you know, it's over 3 years on, you don't just move on. You know, so we've had that to deal with. Obviously then there was, like, with Rob's grandparents as well, and, you know, it's just things that happen in their life. That's, you know, it's all part of life, unfortunately. But obviously I didn't always deal with it, and then obviously while the stuff was Kathy was happening as well, Rob's mum, obviously there was things happening with mum as well, because obviously Alzheimer's just doesn't come out of nowhere like that. It's a slow build up of different things. So obviously I was very conscious of that going on as well. So I think I just couldn't process it, and I think that's why I know kind of sort of like back for you. Like, Disney's always been such a big part of my life, because for me, that's like a massive distraction from the crap in life, I guess. That's the only way I can describe it. So I kind of used Disney as a distraction. Like the holiday last year, I probably wasn't in a great place then, realistically. Yeah, and I kind of thought, oh great, got the holiday to look forward to, but obviously then, you know, the holiday, you know, we all know holidays don't last forever. And there's just the last 12 months of just, things have just got progressively worse. Things have happened that are just, it's just been a really hard time, really, really hard. And it's like, it's quite hard to talk about, and I'm being very open here. It's, you know, it's a big thing. I don't like asking for help. So obviously, when we got told my mum had to go into home for 2 weeks, like I said, it triggered mental health, just totally hit rock bottom. I remember we found out on the Thursday, and on the Friday, me and my sister Carly had a conversation. She said she'd ordered some stickers for my mum with her name on, you know, to put in her clothes and stuff, which makes perfect sense. Obviously that's logical. And it was, you know, I think it just, again, there's these little things that happen that I was just, oh my God, we're buying the stickers, and it just really bothered me. Not because of what she said, because what she did was right, but it was just the thought of having stickers in her clothes like a child. It was just something that just, oh, it just really bothered me. And then the following day, sorry, I really thought I'd be okay talking about this. The following day, I was in the kitchen. I don't even know why. You know, you have that drawer that's the shit drawer, you put all your crap in. Well, I'd opened it up for whatever reason, I can't remember. And Ollie's school stickers that we put in for his uniform and that were laying on top of the drawer. And all of a sudden, and I've never had one of these before, just, I couldn't breathe. I just couldn't breathe. I started panting, gasping for air, crying, and like hysterically, like I couldn't breathe, and my throat had closed up. And pretty quickly on, I realised I was having a panic attack. I'd never had one before in my life. I've had anxiety. I do suffer with anxiety quite a bit, so I know the difference. I knew it wasn't a heart, I didn't think it was a heart attack or anything like that, but obviously I was thinking, oh my God, what do I do? Rob had gone out to pick up a parcel from the post office, so he walked and he'd be a while. Ollie was upstairs. Also, I didn't want him to know, because at that point we hadn't told him my mum was going into a care home, because we didn't, well, we weren't sure what to do, but at that point it was only 2 weeks, so we didn't really feel it was necessary. And also I didn't want him seeing me upset, because he'd be questioning it, and he's very sensitive anyway to, like, if I'm coughing or even if I'm choking or something, like, he's very to smell back, think I'm gonna cark it. But so obviously I didn't want him to see me that upset, so I kind of managed to get myself together, called Rob, and I think I've had a panic attack. He's like, okay. And I got off and I just sobbed, and I just completely sobbed. And it's scary because I've never had one. And I think that it was just those stickers, seeing those stickers. And it's obviously not my sister's fault for talking to me about stickers, because we have to communicate with each other. And I'm very lucky I've got amazing sisters who I love completely. And I think it just triggered all the things that had, like, built up over the years, and that my mum, it just came crashing down. And I did go and get help. Sorry, I really didn't expect to be quite emotional talking about this. Sorry, please don't turn off, because there will be some good stuff coming on. It's not just me crying and whinging about life. I did go to the doctor, because we later that day we went to Ollie had a football match, which is pretty much typical Saturday. And then he had a party later on that day, and I remember I was talking to my friends and Rob was kind of like, you know, why don't you take a break from work? And I was just, I've never been one to go off sick. I'd have to be literally dying before I called in sick. I do not like going off sick. But I remember going in that night, because that panic attack scared me, I got upset, I cried, I didn't sleep very well, and I went to work the next day, and I was just like, because I had to go and I had to just do what I had to do at work, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't come into work and function while this is going on. And I think a lot of people obviously knew I was struggling. I'm not very good at admitting I need help. I'm not very good at going for help, or just, you know, and obviously when I kind of realised, like, I can't do this anymore, I need a break, everyone was so supportive. I work with truly amazing people, I really do, who, they're not work friends, they're not colleagues, they're friends, and they've been, I couldn't have wished for any more from them. So they've been really sweet. I took about a month off work concentrate on what was going on with my family, to give myself a break, because I'm not, I put it, I don't know how to describe this. When I feel sad about something, I've kind of got like a habit of punishing myself for it, maybe sort of like saying, oh, there's people worse off, you know, sort of get a grip sort of thing and move on. And that's I guess what I try and do. I always feel guilty for feeling sad, so I'm like, oh, people are worse off, blah blah blah, get a grip, and I move on, and I push it to the back of my mind. But obviously, you know, there's only so much you can do pushing it to the back of your mind. See, I went to the doctors, got on some medication. I'm not embarrassed about it, I'm quite open about it. I think, you know, mental health issues aren't something to be ashamed of. No one would think twice and go and say, I've got a headache today, but nobody would ever say, oh, I feel really low today. So I'm not embarrassed about it. I've got one tablet called sertraline. It has finally kicked in. So I do feel a lot better, a lot stronger. And something else, but all this while was going on, a very good friend of mine sadly passed away from cancer. All this while was going on with my mum. So obviously I was grieving for my friend. I was devastated because she was someone who was always like a mother figure to me. So I feel like I've lost a lot of mother figures. Obviously my mother-in-law, my friend, and obviously my mum, because even though she's still with us, she's not the same person, and that, you know, it's really sad to see. And I'm really sorry. I've only thought I'd be okay talking about this. Anyway, move on. So the fun bit, well, the fun, I don't know, fun 30-mile trek we got tomorrow. We're going later this evening. We're going to sort of like, we're staying in the travel lodge about an hour away from the Lake District, because the prices of the hotels, obviously, as you get to Lake District, are really expensive. So, and we ain't going to be that long there, massively long anyway, because my sisters are still at work today, so we won't go till later this evening. Obviously, we're going to be out really early, because we're an hour. I've got to get to the where we've got to go to. So I'll bring you along on this journey. Yeah, I can't believe I'm actually talking about this on camera, actually, because it's, when I do vlogs, you'd like to do the fun stuff, like you know, like the Disney, the fun bits in life, your holidays and that, but obviously I've never done something so personal and something that's, I've been very open, you know, I've not been this open on camera before. So please, I hope you don't unsubscribe, because obviously there will be more fun vlogs coming up. But you know, life isn't always a Disney holidays, it's not always amazing, you know, there are parts of life that really kick you in the gut, and this is well and truly kicked me in my older gut. But I've been doing a lot of walking, and I have to say, beginning of the year, I knew I needed to get fit, because again, I'm very much an emotional eater, which is not a good thing, and obviously I've been very emotional. So, you know, when I look back at the first vlog series and the one I did last year, I have put on a lot of weight, and I need to get that under control, because again, that situation doesn't help my mental health, because I feel crap about myself, but then I eat. So it's, but anyway, I started at the beginning of the year, decided to start doing some walking on the treadmill, build my fitness levels up, and just that alone massively helped my mental health. Obviously then this happened with my mum and it went back, but the walking definitely did help. And well, obviously we decided to do this walk as well. When in situations, I always feel like I need to do something positive, like raise money for charity. Like when I've done Race for Life, so we did the memory walk last year as well. I think we all feel like we need to do something to help. That's just my way of dealing with it. That's just how I kind of like to do it. I think, you know, we want to raise money for a cure for Alzheimer's. Whether there'll ever be one, I don't know. But we don't want any other families to go through this, because honestly, it's the pits. It really is. And yeah, I don't really want to keep talking about it, because, well, it's me the one who's brought it up, but you know, I don't want to keep hopping on it too much, because I'm making myself quite emotional. But yeah, we wanted to choose what positive, that maybe that one day some other family won't have to go through this. And not just that, for like, we think about ourselves as well, because in years to come, you don't know what's ever going to happen. Especially my nan had also, my mum's mum had it, and obviously my mum did. So you do worry a bit with having two things. Is it going to be one of, so you think you're trying to earn some money for charity, maybe help yourself further down the line, who knows. But you know what, people have been so generous. So we are literally £4 off £1,300. People have been amazing. People I don't know, people off Instagram who sponsored me, obviously people I know as well. Whatever you've given, it's been incredible, and honestly, you've blown my mind. I can't thank you enough for what you've sponsored us so far. But there will be a link for Just Giving, so there's still time to sponsor us, even after we've done the walk. After I've not done it yet. Obviously, the end of this vlog I might be looking a bit more, ooh. But it'll be worth it if we can. I want to do this. I'm so ready for this. I feel quite emotional. I feel excited. I'm nervous. I'm obviously out of my family. I'm probably not the most physically fit of people, but I've tried really hard on my walking. I don't want to. A lot of people have sponsored us. I don't want to let anyone down. So, oh god, I could do the postman at the door then. Oh god, bloody phone. Honestly, it's all kicking off. So the postman and now the phone going. Oh well. Yeah, sorry. Robbed down the parcel. Yeah, so chuck that to one side. Yeah, so everyone. I don't know what I'll finish off. Yeah, so thank you for everyone who's sponsored us so far. Yeah, I'm going to try and maybe do a few Facebook Lives, maybe Instagram. I've never done it before, but obviously you won't know because by the time you come out, I've already done it by then. But yeah, so we'll take you along on our journey. I apologise for me waffling about, you know, being emotional, but I kind of needed to tell you that to kind of understand why it's so important to us. So I hope I've not bored you too much and you've not given up on this vlog already, because I really want you to follow us along on our journey. We really did want Ollie to do the walk with us, but unfortunately he wasn't old enough. He had to be 14 to do it, so that was a real shame because he was desperate to do it with us, because obviously it's not just myself, my sisters, my dad it affects, it's the grandkids. And you know, Ollie's been through, I'm thinking of my perspective, Ollie's been through a really tough time with losing his nan, Rob's mum, and they were very close. And you know, it's bad enough to have to break your child's heart once, let alone to have to do it twice, and having to tell him was one of the worst moments of my life. But you know, he's been amazing. He's handled it like an absolute champion. Obviously, yeah, you want to protect your kids as much as you can, don't you, from sadness, but unfortunately sometimes that's just not possible. But anyway, on the positive note, we're going to try and raise some more money on top of what we've already raised already, to try and stop other families going through this. So enough of my waffling. Next time you see me talking into camera, probably be on the way to the hotel. I'm not quite sure the name of the town, my sister booked it, but I know I got a bed, so I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you when we're en route. So thank you for listening to my garb and sorry about my little emotions, but it's just who I am. Hey everyone, the journey is about to begin. My dad's picked me up and we're going to pick my sisters up in a minute, well, shortly. And I'll let you know the name of the travel lodge when I know where we're going, because I haven't got a clue where we're going. All I know is that it's an hour away from the Lake District. So yeah, that's all about there is to mention a moment. All packed and ready to go. I'm so scared of forgetting something. I've got my chub rub pants, so winner. Got my good sports bra, winner, and some shorts and leggings. So I'm all got the priorities and drinks and snacks and that. So yeah, I'm hopefully not forgotten anything, because it's all something that really stresses me out. But between us all, I'm sure we'll figure it all out. So hopefully the traffic won't be too bad again, because it's 7 o'clock already, so we're not going to get there till quite late, because I've had to wait for my sisters to finish work, which is fair enough. Thanks for itchy nose, bloody hell, my nose is always itchy. Yeah, so that's all about there is to report at the minute. We're all in the car, we all ready, folks?
Exit the roundabout onto Proud Cross.
Ready, Carl?
Yep.
You're a bit blurry, but you're ready. Yeah, so the journey to wherever we're stopping has begun. Lancaster. And apparently it's over 3.5 hours, so it's going to be a late night, ladies and Dad. Dad. Well, I can't call him ladies, can I? Oh man, that's just weird. Right, finally got to the room. Nearly a 4-hour journey, wasn't it? It was fun. So it's nearly 11:30, so I'm not going to do a room tour. You've seen travel lodges anymore, really, and a toilet's a toilet. So we're going to get to bed because we've got a really long day tomorrow. So I'll pick this up in the morning with you. It'll be one long vlog. I'm not going to do 2 separate. So we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, and today is the day we are doing the walk. We're all ready.
Morning.
Carl? Mez? She'll get talking later, it's fine. Right, so we're all oh no, we don't need a mute mares. We need a mute mares. No, so at 7 o'clock we are heading off to get our bus to the Lake District. Yeah. Come on, people. I'm talking here. The people. I'm talking to the people. It's okay, I'm only joking. I know, a little clapperboard. Yeah, so we're heading off very shortly to. It's about an hour to get to where we got to go to, isn't it?
Yes, Coniston.
So Coniston. Yeah, so we're heading off there now, and we'll take you along on this journey. Very nervous. It'll all be good. So wish us luck. How are we all feeling this morning about the walk? Excited?
Tired already?
Yeah, very exciting.
Tired already. We're off to a great start. Yeah, looking forward to it. We've picked the hottest weekend of the year. Obviously not intentionally, but you know, that's the way these things go. We listened to Med's advice about not going in August, did we?
Thank God.
It's your fault.
And I suggested the 26 miles, like when you did listen to that.
Yeah, so we're just about 45 minutes away. Yeah, just get there, get the bus, then we're going to have some breakfast. They provide breakfast, I'm not sure what it is, so obviously we'll find out. I can't imagine it's going to be anything massive. I'm not going to want a massive breakfast. You're going to want like a fry or something before this. So yeah, follow us along on our journey. I will put the Just Giving link in the description box below, so if you'd love to donate, we'd really appreciate it. We're nearly close, we're so close to £1,500 now, so it would be nice to get to that at least. So yeah, really pleased with what we've earned so far. Right, I best prepare myself for this walk. So just got here, getting ready to go on the coach. No turning back now.
I'm very ready.
We're ready. Had our safety wheeze. I'm sure we'll have another one when we get there. Because you know, can't be too careful. We have arrived. God, how beautiful is it around here?
What a view, eh?
I know. Not too shabby. So breakfast done, just had sausage rolls. There was sausage, bacon and egg rolls. Well, not all on one roll, separately. And then all pastry, so had that. I think we're going to go and ride. Should we go and have a look at that forget-me-not wall?
Yeah.
Have you done yours already?
Done one, yeah.
Yeah, so Carly and Dad have done theirs. We're going to go and have a look. I think it's going to be an emotional day today. Tears have been shed already, but expect nothing else from Dreaming of Disney vlog. There's always someone crying, usually me. So shall we go and have a check out this wall? Yeah. Right, let's go and do this. Alright. Yeah, it's quite amazing how many people are here. It just goes to show how much of a problem Alzheimer's and dementia is. So let's hope we all raise enough money to cure this goddamn evil illness, disease. Fingers crossed, it'll all be worth it. So that's where we'll line up shortly to go start the walk. We've been doing it in stages, which has been pretty good, so it's not so chaotic, is it?
No.
It's pretty, well, it's really well organised. So, I mean, how beautiful, how lucky are we to live in a country that's got countryside like this?
But you're looking at me then.
And of course you're beautiful as well, Mez.
You have to say that because you're my sister.
No, I wouldn't say if I didn't mean it.
I'll go with it.
So you bought yourself a bottle. How much are they?
15.
All for charity? Well done. All for charity. I just don't think I need anything else to carry. I've got two, hopefully.
I don't need one, just...
Yeah, no, I get it. So just off for a safety week, because you can't be too careful with these things before we're going to get in the queue to go into the next lot of people going off. I'm really nervous. I'm excited and it's going to be emotional. It really is. It's a big deal for us. So yeah, that's it really. Right, finally, this is the God, what's it called? The wall. Got the name of it. These are. Where's my message? That's my message. Yes, it's very. I'm trying not to look at them, to be perfectly honest. I'm trying not to read them because I don't think I want to deal with the emotional just yet. Come on, everybody.
Jessie away. We'll see you back at the finish.
And that's it. Oh my God, we're on our way.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. I hope you're going to walk up that, otherwise I'm turning back.
We're done.
I'll refund your money. I see the lake. God, I'd love to be in that right now.
You are.
I'd love to be in that lake right now. This is amazing. Almost 1 mile in. Whew, bit warm. It's like I've got my little fan with me, like I take to Disney. But yeah, this is incredible. I'm so glad we did it. I was so nervous because, you know, clearly I'm not the most physically fit of people, which is my own fault. I hold my hands up fully, entirely. But you know, I'm so glad we've done this. Give me something to work towards and help my fitness. So I'm really glad I decided to do this. Oh. Oh. 1 mile done, 12 to go. Oh. Right, excuse the headband. Sweating in, dripping in my eyes. Just checked the donations page. Just made £1,500. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just incredible. I'm sure I'll thank you again at the end, but thank you so much to all of you who've donated so far, honestly. It really means a lot, honestly. It's such, especially when I see how many people Alzheimer's and dementia affects. More many people I know, it affects them, and hopefully if we can raise enough money to cure it, it won't affect any more people or families. So sorry, load of stones. So thank you all for playing a part in that. We love you. Oh my god, look at this. How amazing is this?
Hey girls.
How are we both feeling?
Okay. Alright, wow. Sweaty.
Sweaty boost.
I bought deodorant. It smells good.
It's beautiful.
Amazing.
God.
I love your video going down there, right? You're going to fall over.
Right, well I won't be videoing that.
You might use the camera.
Yeah, the camera will be off for that one, I'm afraid, folks. Wow. More. Oh, there's a lot of downwards. Woo!
What we like.
The only trouble I worry is what goes down must come up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, good God.
Alright.
Yeah. I look like a sad tribute to Guns N' Roses band, but it's fine. It's not about fashion. Wow. It's because I've never been particularly fashionable anyway. I haven't got any high standards I've set myself.
So that in your bum bag, right?
With my bum bag, my fanny pack. I'll tell you what though, it's bloody handy. Got it from Hendu, Emma and Danny. Good job, ladies. Oh, good God. Need a drink. Another beautiful lake. I'm almost scared to put the camera up in case I go flying on these. But, oh, amazing. Done 2 mile in now, aren't we? 2 mile, 11 to go. Woohoo! Don't know about you, Dad, but it looks like we're going into Jurassic Park. I'm waiting for a Tyrannosaurus Rex to jump out on us. Oh, very much Jurassic Park vibes it's giving me right now. Right, so update, just over the 3 mile mark. Not kidding. Mile 1, absolutely fine. Mile 2 and 3, that terrain's been always one show off. You can see where I get it from, can't you? And Ollie, yeah, those second 2 miles were really hard, weren't they? Like the terrain and stuff. Weren't they, Dad? Don't make me look like a liar.
No, you was.
Yes, I look like I'm really unfit. Even though I am.
Steamer on the river.
Oh, oh, steamer on the river, yeah. So the terrain's been not good, but hopefully it'll be a bit better now. So, oh, who are you
Trying
talking?
to FaceTime, but it's not really working.
Ah, trying to FaceTime Poppy.
The kiddlywinks.
Oh, the kiddies. Poppy and James. I'd be impressed if a dog answered the phone. Majorly impressed. Yes, that's second 2 miles. Whew. Right, it's rocky, so I'm gonna have to put this weight on and see me face plant in the floor. Right, into the 4th. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling. It's a lot harder than I imagined. What do you think, Mez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really underestimated it.
Really underestimated the terrain. It's not so much the distance, it's the terrain you're walking on. So that's what's like, well, mile 4 would have taken 2 hours, whereas normally I do 3 mile in less than 50 minutes. But
It's so hot as well.
it's so, yeah, the heat and the train have really not helped. So feeling pretty pathetic right now. And weak and feeble. But we will continue on. I can't not complete this. It's got to be done. If you have to crawl over the line, I'll do it. But yeah, definitely harder than I imagined. Finally walking on grass. Yes! Proper pavement. But I'm not terrified of breaking my ankle every 6 seconds. Oh, honestly, we've earned our £1,500. We trotters and bloody burning.
We probably burnt it off as well.
Burnt, yeah. Whew. Honestly, it's all these donations that's keeping me doing this, otherwise I'd be thinking, sod it. Let's go for a Mackey's, but...
Find the nearest pub.
Find the nearest pub. So, oh, cider. What I wouldn't give for a fruity Copperberg right about now. Yeah. Fruity Copperberg, or whatever cider they are going, I don't give a shit. I just need some alcoholic goodness in my bloodstream. Good job I'm not the one driving home. Poor Dad. Oh. Doing this for you, Mum. Love ya. My Dad's going to dung that headband if I'm going to wrap it around my head. Not far to go now to reach the lunchtime. Oh God. I've done it. But no pain, no gain. Oh, almost at the checkpoint now. There's 6 miles. Oh my God, I'm really struggling. I hope to go and get a good rest because I'm really worried about making it to the end if I feel like this. But hopefully after a break I'll be rejuvenated. I'm ready to go again. Right, back to it. Just had lunch. I didn't vlog any of that, I've got to lie. I felt like absolute shit. I really, after that first half, I honestly didn't know if I'd be able to keep going, but refueled, 7 miles left to go. Hopefully it's not as bad the second part, hopefully. So some of it's uphill and the rest of it's down, so just this bloody weather. Almost at 10 miles. Whoop-de freaking do. Oh my God. It's all downhill from now on. It's pebbly, but it's doable. Honestly, I didn't think I'd get this far at one point. I felt so ill. The heat and stuff, so to get this far, I'm feeling pretty happy with all of us, because that's been hard, hasn't it, Dad?
It's been tough. It has been a tough walk.
Yeah, and yeah, me and my dad walks way more than I do, and if he says it's tough, it's tough. Not just being a big old, me being a big old baby. Well, there probably is an element of that as well. But
a few people need treatment.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who've dropped out en route. Dad and Kylie had to help a man who was poorly. You know, and there's people. Apparently, there was one person who'd shown signs of stroke. So this what we've done is not to be taken lightly, to be fair. So we've earned our money, and I hope by the time we get to this, we'll have made you proud. So especially you, Mum. Love you. Finishing line is in sight. We've done it, almost done it. How happy are you? Oh my God, we nearly done it. Oh!
Well done, folks. This is a family affair coming over.
Yes. Oh God.
Well done to you all.
And we climbed this wonky. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Oh.
Such a big effort in this heat. So well.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
Right, I'm going to properly wrap this vlog up at home, but we're on the way home now. So, sorry for the abrupt ending. We just kind of went past the finish line and cut it off. I think I was just so exhausted I had to hit the deck. So I will properly end this vlog later or tomorrow. And thank you again for everything. Hi everybody, and I'm wrapping this vlog up. So it took a lot longer than I expected to get to do this. Obviously after the walk didn't feel good at all. It was a hell of a lot harder than any of us expected. Obviously I was always going to struggle probably more out of the four of us, not being as fit as as all of the other 3, but I didn't think it would be as hard as it was, and none of us did. We all said we struggled. Poor Carly felt really poorly on the way home in the car with this, you know, I think she must have had a different touch of heat stroke or what it was. I did struggle throughout a lot of that walk. The terrain was worse than we ever expected. So up and down, it was like really rocky. So you were kind of, the amount of times whenever my ankle, there was loads of times. So you were always terrified of falling, which is why I didn't vlog that much, and I'm really frustrated because I wanted to get more of it. But I think it was a case of I should just keep my head down and keep going as much as I could without stopping. I did stop a lot. I needed the walk to take a hell of a lot longer than we'd anticipated. It was over 8 hours it took us from start to finish, which, you know, I do feel bad about, because obviously that was probably a lot that was down to me stopping and starting. But they didn't let me give up, and I'm sure they probably wanted to strangle me a couple of times, maybe push me off the edge somewhere, but they didn't let me give up, and I'm so glad I didn't, because when we got to the halfway point, a lot of people were dropping out then, saying they couldn't continue. And then there was one of the volunteers saying there's a bus coming to pick people up who couldn't continue, and there was a split second where I thought, do I get on that? Because not only did I feel really ill, I didn't want to slow the others down and kind of stop, then feel ill part way through the second part and then cause all kinds of problems, because there was only the one stop in between, which was obviously where we had lunch. I did feel, I mean, once I had something to eat, it did help. The massive problem was, when it boils down, was the weather and dehydration, I think. Obviously the train wasn't easy, and it's never going to be easy walking the Lake Districts, but the weather was really, really hot. There was someone on the radio saying they'd heard of someone who was having shown signs of a stroke. There was people who were a lot physically fitter than me, you know, really fit people you could tell, who were like struggling. So at first I kind of felt a bit, when I realised how long we took and I stopped and so I did feel a bit pathetic. But only kind of now I kind of look back and think we achieved something really good, because I didn't think I'd finish it, and I felt so rough. Like I said, the dehydration was really not fun. I tried to stay hydrated as much as I could, but I was conscious of running out of water, and obviously I took 2 big bottles, but when you're walking a lot you don't want to carry loads of heavy stuff, so it was trying to get the balance. But we did it and got the medal. So I don't know how well you can see that, but it says together we are help and hope for everyone living with dementia. So that's all we can keep hoping for. So we've raising money to hopefully cure this disease, because honestly, just when you see the volume of people at the walk, you can just see how many people it affects. And obviously people I know personally, there's so many people I know it's affecting, either it's Alzheimer's, dementia. It's like my friend's husband, my friend's mother, father, you know, there's so many people I know in my circle of friends, and you know, who it's affecting. So it just shows that these walks are really important to try and hopefully find a cure for it one day. So maybe people won't have to go through it. But so proud of us. So far, well, last time I checked, we'd raised £1,735. Obviously when I began we were just under the £1,300 mark. So to raise that on top of what we'd already done, honestly, incredible. I cannot thank you enough. There are no words to describe how grateful we all are. We really, and I'm sure my family will all agree that we're all so grateful. You've been so generous, and it's really hard, especially given this current climate where money's quite tight, and you know, obviously we go through a cost of living crisis. To use any kind of spare money you've got to donate to us or to donate to the charity and support us is amazing. So thank you so much. There are still walks going on throughout the country, so it's obviously different ones, different destinations throughout the year. So if you're doing it, my advice to you, good underwear. And I had great underwear, because I bought some anti-chafing underwear from Amazon. I will post a picture of what it looks like, and I'll try and link it below. That day I had 99 problems, but my pants weren't one, and it was worth the £12.99. They were a pack of 3. They came in like a black, a nude and a white. But there's something I'll use for when I go on holiday as well, like for dressing, if I want to wear dresses and stuff, because chub rub ain't no joke, let's be honest, ladies. Or men, you know, because I know Rob gets it as well. So yeah, so definitely invest in good underwear. Walk your shoot boots in. I did walk my boots in, but I had really bad blisters, but I think the heat didn't help just break them in as much as possible. Take plenty of drink. And now I didn't realise, when we fill your bottle up at the beginning, I'd already filled mine up at home, so I didn't have to do it. But there was these tablets that were on the tables with water, and you put them in your drink, and they sort of like replace the salts and stuff, like when you're obviously sweating. and then to like replace it and help you feel better, which I didn't realise, because I put them in my drink at the beginning. So definitely go to that table and get some. I think that's the only things I can think of right now. But yeah, I'm so glad we did it. At the time I was like, never again, and probably I'm going to feel that way for quite some time. But I'm going to keep up with the walking, because I really feel like if I can achieve that and feel like rubbish, I can achieve more, and I can, you know, I've got it in me to dig deep when I need to, and I'm really proud of myself. Obviously I'm proud of us all, and I'm proud of myself finish it, because honestly at that, and I'm really sad I didn't vlog as much as I'd hoped, because there was so much beautiful scenery. And another thing was with that, really, so I couldn't take it all in. I couldn't really kind of appreciate it, which is such a shame, but it is what it is. You know, we did it, we got over that finish line, and I couldn't even cry. I had no emotions left, because I think my body was that dehydrated. There would have been no tears to come out. You know, so I hope you have enjoyed it. So I know it's a bit more of a different vlog than what I'm normally doing, and I'm not wanting to, you know, if it has come as a depressing vlog, I'm really sorry about that. But unfortunately, sometimes things in real life can be, and this is obviously what's happening in our life right now. So I did know about, do I still post this vlog, because obviously it's a big deal for me to share this. It's, you know, it's a lot. It's putting it out there, isn't it, amongst everyone. Once it's out there, it's out there. So thank you, and I will put the Just Giving link below to, if you do want to still donate, because you can do if you want to. It'd be great to make it to £2,000, but you know, if not, that's fine as well. No pressure. We appreciate everything we've raised so far anyway, so it will go to a good cause. You know, for anyone who is out there who has got a loved one with Alzheimer's and is struggling, and you follow me on Instagram, Dreaming a Disney 24/7, surprisingly enough, or you know, you're friends with me on Facebook, please, and you're struggling, please feel free to message me. And I do genuinely mean that, because it's a really tough thing you're going through, and I do understand what you're going through. It's something that, you know, a lot of people said you grieve twice, and that's an expression that is so true, because obviously once that person's changing, you're grieving them as a person, and then obviously when they pass away you grieve again, so you do grieve twice, and that is hard. It is hard, and it's not something to be taken lightly. So if you're struggling, please drop me a message. Honestly, I will reply to you, and I'm sending you lots of love out there if you are struggling with, you know, with this as well. Or just your mental health in general, you know, because, you know, we've all got struggles for different reasons, whatever they are. There are people out there to support you, like you have the Alzheimer's Society. Obviously at the beginning, when this all started happening, my dad got this book given to him by the dementia group. I can't remember what the group was, and it was called When Grandma Came to Stay, and I had to use this. It's a children's book which it kind of it simplifies it so you can get children to understand it. I read this to Ollie, worst story time ever. He hadn't even got through the first paragraph, couple of paragraphs, and he just had a complete freak out, because he knew what I was about to tell him wasn't good. But it did really help, albeit it was a very emotional read. But you know, you've got to tell, you know, they've got to be aware, because obviously people change. Obviously they notice a change, especially when they're older. They notice that someone's different, and I don't know if it's something you can buy, but Alzheimer's Research UK, that's where we got it from. So if you want something like that to read to your child, to explain it to them, might be worth getting in touch with them, because I found it very helpful. Yeah, but thank you again. There will be some more vlogs coming up. My dad was going to be joining me on some with us in London. In August we are going to London for a couple of days. We are going to do the Wembley Stadium tour, which is something we always wanted to do. Me, Dad, Rob and Ollie, and then it's just literally the day after Ollie's birthday. We got his 10th birthday. Wow, 10, double digit. He's very excited. Then the day after that we're doing the Harry Potter Studios tour, and then we're stopping over, so we're going to maybe go to London and do some other bits and pieces, so I might vlog that. We've got Thorpe Park coming up, myself, Rob and Ollie, in July. We've never been before, so that would be something to look forward to, so I might vlog that as well. I still need to edit my vlog I did with Kay a few weeks ago. I think I've just been concentrating on the walk, so I've not kind of got round to it. Anything else I need to kind of say? No, so hopefully there'll be more vlogs in the future, hopefully more uplifting ones. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. I know, like I say, I've not wanted it to be as depressing, but you know, unfortunately, what can you do? But we did it, got our medal, we raised the money, we raised some decent money, so thank you. Again, I can't say thank you enough, so I'm going to stop saying thank you and leave there because we've all got stuff to get on with. So please give this thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I really hope you did, because it's a big deal, and it really helps out the channel if you give it a thumbs up as well. Please subscribe to see what coming up later in the year. Obviously no Disney trips anytime soon, unfortunately. But we have got Spain next year, so you know, with something a bit different from us. Yeah, so I'll leave it there. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your kind messages, people who've posted on our posts on Facebook and Instagram. Honestly, I love you and we appreciate you more than you can imagine. And this was all for you, Mum. We love you so much, Mum. I know you're not going to see this, but yeah, we love you and it was all for you. So it was worth every blister, every split bit of blood, sweat and tears. So yeah, thank you again and see you soon and take care. Bye.